seconds, and we still have another Sunday of March next weekend. So, but it is springtime, and I'm loving that. It's our 2026 theme is awakening intentions. Is what we're talking about for March. And I want to say good morning, God. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you. And happy equinox. The equinox experience is one of spiritual love, harmony, balance, and renewal. I think you know that. I just want to remind you of that. It's a renewal and rebirthing from winter quietude, as they call it, and spring has sprung. The equinox means we have Mother Earth. Its axis is not tilted too much one way or another this time of year. It's so balanced, in fact, that we actually have almost equal 12 hours of daylight, and 12 hours of nighttime around the globe itself. So, we're going to have some wonderful music for you today. We have the Labyrinth Walk. Reverend Lajuana will talk about that and explain that to us all, how that works as we go through that experience later into the service. Anybody here for the first time today? Well, raise your hand if you are. How about on Zoom? Anybody there?
We don't. We have 8 people. Hold on. I don't think so. Anybody new?
There we go.
There we go. Nobody new today?
All regular veterans, okay.
Okay.
I'm going to let us get into a meditation to start this service. So I'm going to ask our musician, Deb Sipes, to play a little background music for us, and then we'll go into a silent meditation, and I'll bring us back. this early morning I was outside just sitting and listening to God. Listening to Spirit in my meditation. Listening to all the birds talking and enjoying this beautiful spring day that's here for all of us to enjoy together. God's Spirit intends for us to take this day and to enjoy this day, this beautiful Sunday morning, and be good to ourselves and be good to others. And to remember why we're here. We are here on purpose, and we know what that purpose is. We know what our intentions are. Let God guide. Let Spirit guide. Thank you for these reminders. Spirit, God, provider. And so it is. I'm going to ask Reverend Kim Haley to come up and do a spiritual thought for us this morning. Good morning, Kim.
Okay.
Let's give her a little love, shall we? I know you're out there.
Good morning. Okay, it's on, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my intention. I was thinking about intention a lot. And what came up for me during the time of my thought process is ritual. Intention, ritual, listening. Those are the sorts of things that came up and came close to me. And I'll share a little ritual. It's not a robotic thing, not a routine, but it's because I pause and I try to stay as present as possible when I do this. And it's very short. And I have 2 rings that I wear on my finger. And one says freedom. And I inherited this ring from my partner who passed, Stephen. And when I put it on, I think, what does freedom mean to me? What is freedom? And I thought for a while, and I waited to get the answer. And the answer came, you are free to be you in any given second, minute, time. I don't think that just goes for me. But when I put it on, that's what I think about. I think I am free to be myself, to be who I am, regardless of all the things that I think I should be, just be. So that is where I started. Then, of course, I did look and talk to AI. But I wanted to talk about intention and ritual together. And intention and ritual, it's an interesting thing. Let me see if I can find what I wrote here or what I put down. Rituals are intentional actions that take something ordinary and give it a greater meaning and purpose. I think what it gives it is the meaning of being present. And we do different rituals. Like this sweater I wear every spring around the equinox. I just do. I feel like it's a kind of springy thing. And they give us, there's a sense of calmness in rituals, something that we are becoming aware of. And it says, it says notably within groups, and I want to talk about that because I don't have a lot of time. But we are going to do the Labyrinth Walk, which is a ritual we do together here during the vernal equinox, the solstices and that. We make it important, we make it a thing to be aware of, that we are now entering spring, a new spring that's never been entered before. And so that's why we do this here, so we can share the ritual together. And the thing about this is that it says, it stems from our most ancient instincts of connection. Ritual stems from our most ancient instincts for connection and shared experiences. Group rituals are part of how people harmonize their beliefs and behaviors with others. Historically, rituals have acted as a sort of social, cultural, or familial adhesive that facilitates bonding. You know, there's a lot of things that we can do, like I can be roboto, I can do robotic things, and, you know, like I could, it's like that's not a ritual. You know, that is a little different, because I'm not bringing a lot of presence to it. But you can bring presence to things, anything. You can pick a thing that you do, like having your morning coffee or your tea, whatever that is that you have. And you may not do that at all. But this is one that seems to be culturally done all the time, is that you smell the beans, you get everything ready for your morning coffee, you smell it, you put the right amount of water in, the right scoops in, and then you let it, when it drips in the morning, you smell it. And you can then savor that. And that can be a ritual, and it can be a ritual that you are grateful that you get to do that you have that it's available. I used to have a writing group and we would, there was one of the exercises was to take a ritual that you do every day and you slow it down and you breathe through it and you look at every step that you take while you're doing it, like if you're making tea. That for me was making tea. And then we wrote about that. You know, and it's very simple. You're listening, you're watching, and you're saying, I take the water from the tap. I feel the tap in my hand. The tap is cool. I turn the tap on, and I fill up the jug. And I watch it, and it makes this noise, and I know that if I close my eyes, I know when it reached the top and when to turn the tap off. So that is something you can do, and then you pour the water into, and you plug in the kettle. And think about the steps that you take, and make it more of an awareness, make it more of a patience trip where you're quieter, you're taking your time, you're putting one step in front of the other. It says notice, listen, touch, smell. All the senses become involved. And it's time to slow down. And when we do slow down, it's a presence that makes us feel in our heart that's always there and available. It apparently does reduce anxiety. Rituals give you a sense of control, a little control over something. It's another habit. Mental anchoring, it acts as punctuation marks for your day, and it helps you transition between states, shifting from work mode to home mode. At night, when you turn off your computer or your phone and you plug it in, it sends a signal to your brain that the day is over for that you were putting that away. And it's time to calm down, to rest, to let go. And those are the signals that we give ourselves. There's a quote, if I wanted to, it says, "The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. So today, I just want to say, ask yourself, you don't have to have an intention. And I'm saying intention as a singular and not a plural, because intentions start to feel like a lot of things to do and can make some anxiety-producing ideas. But if you say intention, just one thing, is to just have a nice experience walking the labyrinth. Ask yourself what your intention might be for this walk on the labyrinth. Maybe it's something to do with, now this is a new beginning, this is spring. It doesn't have to be what I just said. It's just an idea. It says to be open to new and different rituals, including those you are exposed to through other people. When we approach our experiences with a genuinely open mind and open heart, we maximize our opportunities to encounter rituals that we may wish to incorporate into our own lives. So I'm going to just always, I've been trying to incorporate some kind of poetry into whenever I do a little talk. And I think with awareness, every breath, every turn of the wheel, and each human experience becomes a way to expand beyond the self. Our attention makes us a vehicle for the divine and a gateway for truth and beauty to enter the world. Those are just a couple of thoughts. Be well. Happy spring.
Thank you, Troy. Deb, you have a song for us?
Oh, I think so.
Good morning to you.
I've been in most of your libraries. I'm not rocking anybody's dating hard yet, right? Not yet. You might be the ambassador to England or France. You might like to gamble. You might like to dance. You might be a heavyweight champion of the world. You might be a socialite. Well, a long string of pearls, but you got to serve somebody. You got to serve somebody. It might be the devil, and maybe the Lord, but you got to serve somebody. You might be a rock and roll singer, prancing on stage. You might have commanded drugs, women in a cage. You might be a businessman who's a high-degree thief. You might be a doctor. Walk for free, you got to serve somebody. You got to serve somebody. You can sing on. It might be the devil, it may be the Lord, but you got to serve somebody. You might be state trooper, you might be volunteer, you might be the head of something. TV network, you might be rich or poor, you might be blind or lame, you might be living in another country under another name, but you got to serve somebody. You You got to serve somebody. It might be the devil, I hope it's the Lord, but you got to serve somebody. With whiskey, you might like to drink now, you might like to wear cotton, you might like to wear silk, you might be sleeping on bed, you might be sleeping on the floor in a king-size bed, but you got to serve somebody. You got to serve somebody. Serve somebody. It might be the devil, we hope it's the Lord, but you got to serve somebody. Serve somebody. It might be the devil, and many people know, but you got to serve somebody. Serve somebody. You got to serve somebody. Serve somebody. You got to serve somebody. Serve somebody. You got to serve somebody. You got to serve somebody. You got to serve.
Fantastic. Thank you, Deb. You got to serve somebody. I love it. Reverend Lajuana, would you like to come up and explain the labyrinth walk today that we're going to do?
Sure. Although we've got repeaters, so everybody's done it before, right?
You think so?
Any non-labyrinth walkers yet? How many haven't walked the labyrinth yet?
There's one back
One?
there. Huh?
Okay, I might ask you guys' help to let her know how it works. Good morning, good morning. You know, I've realized that there were so many times that we said, you know, Lajuana, we can't hear you, right? We can't hear you. And so now you can hear me, but everybody else is really loud. Our system is really functional, isn't it? We're going to find that beautiful spot that works for everybody. I recognize sometimes it hits a little forceful, and other times it's kind of like, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Woke up this morning with play, pray, and participate. Reminding me. It's not all the same. We've got the beauty of Serve Somebody as a rambunctious, powerful song. It was gorgeous, Deb. Thank you. And we've got this contemplative labyrinth walk, meditation. It's not the same. So we have playfulness, we have prayerfulness, we have participation, engagement. Labyrinths are ancient. They've been around. We may have seen them before. Many times. Who knows? The outside lines, especially of our labyrinth, are very fluid. They guide us inward and then outward again. Release is what we can invite as we move from the start of the labyrinth into the center. Quieting the mind, intentionally releasing things. letting go. Letting go might be a little harder these days with all that's happening. But we are a center with the one. And so things start with all of us. So we can let go. And letting go creates spaciousness. And we can become receptive. I'll remind you of Gary Zukav's story because it's so powerful at helping us to know that we always can hear what is ours to hear from Spirit. Always. But as Gary Zukav said, when he was floating in Maui, in a lagoon, and he could hear all the sounds with his ears underwater, all the sounds. He could hear the ding, 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 ding of someone playing with something metal far away. He could hear the children laughing as they were playing in the water. He could hear all the sounds. And then the winds kicked up and the water got rough. And he noticed that when that roughness was present, the sounds that were still there couldn't be picked up as well. And those sounds that of the roughness he equated to stirred emotions. He gave that a symbolism for stirred emotions. That when we have our stirred emotions, it is harder to hear what is always here. So as we move from the entrance to the center, we, in that receptivity, are able to listen and hear what is always here for us. In the center, open mind, open heart, soul. It's a unified field. Our heart, mind, and soul, there is no separation. Never has been. This opening of our entire being. You may receive guidance, intuition. You may experience feelings, awakened intentions. I say intentions, and first of all, what you said was perfect. I want you to know it is literally perfect. And I have a girlfriend that if I say, what is your intention? She goes, do I have to stick with just one? So whether it is what we intend, whether it is an intention, whether it is intentions, we know that this is something we're leaning forward into in our lives. We're saying yes to it. And we're not kidding around. So in that center, when you're in the center, you are invited to receive what is yours to receive. And you're inhaling that abundance. And then from the center out, you have two choices. You can exit right on out from the center, go back to your seat, and complete the process of coming back into your usual participation, spaciousness within life. You can also go right out the way you came in and give yourself the walking meditation time to bring out of the center into your everyday. So directly or unwinding is either way is perfect. In a world that so easily rushes, we are encouraged to take our time to reflect upon anything that is revealed. Infinite potential shows itself uniquely, thank God, to and through all of life. We are a bountiful gift to the world. The guidelines for the walk are simple. There is no one way to do it. Soften your gaze. Go at your own natural pace. You may pass people if you want to. You'll meet people on the path, possibly going in the other direction. Trust yourself. Trust each other. Give each other permission to be at ease in the labyrinth. I received something from Alea Dow. How many of you know Alea Dow? I received something from her, and it is on the equinox. And so I thought, in addition to reaching out to her to see if she might ever come and do the equinox or solstice Sunday service for her sometime, I also have some possibilities here that, or some words from her that are on the topic. Day and night have come into equilibrium. Opposing forces, I like to say cooperating, but it's all good. Opposing forces, they meet and they hold each other in balance. From this balance, new growth begins. You may feel this reflected inside, a gentle movement toward balance between doing and resting, thinking and feeling, giving and receiving. And as the light increases, nature begins to wake up. Plants start budding. Life begins to stir. You might feel that too, a quiet motivation, a soft creative nudge, a sense that something wants to begin. This season has long been honored as a true new beginning, aligned with the rhythms of the earth. You are beginning again. And just as the ground softens, emotional layers can gently open. There may be tenderness, a bit more feeling, a subtle sense of awakening. This moment holds seed energy, a space of potential. Ideas and intentions may begin to form without needing to be fully figured out. You do not need to rush. You do not need to have it all mapped out today. Your next step can be clear. It might be simply sit here and breathe. Let yourself move like nature, responding to the light, opening in right timing, growing in a way that feels true. A few simple ways to align. Hold your awareness in your heart and feel the rhythm of a fresh start. Invite curiosity about what wants to grow and bloom within you. Gently notice what feels ready to open. Honor the balance between rest and movement. Move at a pace that supports your body and your essence. You can stand right in the center of this balance. Here's an inner mantra. Grounded, present, open. This is not a moment to push. It is a moment to align. Nature doesn't rush. It has been doing this for a very long time. It's quite good at it. So, as we do this gentle beginning, and we let it be simple, and we let it be sacred, I will be greeting you and maybe pacing you a little bit as we move on in and out of the labyrinth, or actually you'll take care of out. We're ready to begin. Deb will be playing music for us as we do our labyrinth walk. Beautifully. No rush. There's no rush. Absolutely no rush.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Deb, for the music. Very nice. It's now time for our offertory. Could I have a couple of people come up and help me with this, please? Offertory prayer, please. Divine love flowing through me, blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Thank you, worshipers. For prayer requests today, we always have our frog box back in the corner where you can fill out a prayer for yourself or somebody else and leave that in there. I pick those up, collect those each week, and send those out to the practitioners and ministers from these beautiful teachings. Also today, after service, Reverend Kim Haiti is available back in the meditation room for prayer if you would like to meet with her and have a session with her this afternoon. Announcements. I have one I wanted to add, that in the iFocus that Lajuana puts out every week, the one that just came out, 10 mantras have been written by Nancy Moore, our own Nancy Moore, in the iFocus Spiritual Thought on intentions. It's worth the read by all of us. So if you get a moment, stop and read those. It's beautifully written and beautifully said. I've read it 3 times already. It's just so fabulous. Yes, Lajuana.
If you did not hit the iFocus and you give me your email address or you email me, I will forward my copy to you so you'll get to see Nancy's from this last week.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Just to give you, in case you didn't get it.
Yes. And if you want to be on the iFocus every week, contact Lajuana and she can make sure that you receive that. It tells us all the happenings of the PLC in the iFocus. All right, so thank you. Any other announcements? Yes.
The meditation group is today in the library at 11:15. We go till almost noon. And just come on in. We're going to do a practice of meditation with some prayer treatment with the Science of Mind prayer treatments.
Wonderful. Thank you, Reverend. Wonderful. What else? Okay. Let's do our prayer protection. I know you know this. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The energy of God is me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Yes, yes, yes. Deb, you have another song for us? Look, she's there waiting. Can't wait to go.
It's Aries. Come on.
I may not be able to help
I will take this badge off of me. I can't worry anymore. It's getting dark Too dark I can't see. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Come on. I'm knocking on heaven's door. 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 Papa, take the guns in the ground. I can't shoot anymore. Long black clouds coming down. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Come on, folks. I'm knocking on heaven's door. 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 I'm knocking on heaven's door.
Thank you. We're going to have a closing prayer, and then we're going to have Deb sing one final song for us. Reverend Lajuana, would you come up and give us a closing prayer? You started all this. Why don't you come up here and finish it?
Okay. It is so good to acknowledge and recognize Source as each other, with each other, in each other, for each other. It is magnificent, this life. It is good. And for whatever reason, we do get to have intentions. And I feel privileged to have shared intention today. Intention for a walking meditation, a quarterly labyrinth walk. A Sunday service where we center in so beautifully with each other and fuel up for every day that we can recognize who and what we are in each other. Gratefully, I release. I'm so thankful. And it is so. And so it is.
Thank you, Lajuana. Deb.
This is a real familiar song. Most of you probably heard it already. And I did the first two verses in the Cherokee language. I don't expect you to sing along, but if you know it by now, please join in. We're honoring the ancestors that took that long walk in wintertime.
Yes.
And honoring the fact that we're all still here, we're together, and celebrating our togetherness. Ooh, la, la, you wait, see, nakotosa wiyu lose yiga guya ona ase noyi une seyi yiyu namudu lena tali neda selu selu uda neyu netsa amare always in grace how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Kalida ostata hwada tashnadena hovatagayas. You said it's beautiful, and that's our hope for you.
And so it is. Thank you all for being here today. We'll see you next week.